It's not a simple process, but it's not rewriting War and Peace either. You know, it just takes some time. And whenever you're talking about the UDC and the Planning Commission, you have to do it the right way. It has to be done the right process. And they have a process in place. Is it the most efficient? Maybe not, but it's the process that we've got in place that's working. So we will be sure to have it at the minimum on our website on when it will be on the Planning Commission agenda. So watch that. It'll also be on Facebook. They always put their agenda on Facebook. So watch that. We'll do everything we can to make sure it's in enough places we should be able to know it. The main thing is, though, the first one of you that sees it, you need to call 5 other people and let them know. Okay, that's the best way to handle it.
Well, code changes, so that everybody knows, any code changes, they are advertised in the legal section of our local paper. So anytime I have to advertise it 15 days prior to the Planning Commission meeting, that's where it is advertised.
Can we ever have it somewhere else, because not everybody buys them?
We are restricted by state statute on where we have to advertise it. Now,
I'm not change it, I'm just saying in addition to.
well, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it on the website on there also. Now, I'll tell you, this is a piece of trivia you're probably not interested in, but I am. The legislators this year are gonna be talking about exactly that thing, on where we can advertise this stuff on the internet, so to speak, on it. And it is gonna be a big deal this year down there. They're thinking about trying to, I don't know what they're gonna do, but anyway, one of the proposals that's been talked about, and the mayor was on the same Zoom meeting that I was whenever this was talked about the other day, is have a master website where the cities posted stuff to it. But that's gonna be a little wrong. That's not us. We have to do what they told us to do. It's pretty complicated to get this stuff done. It takes a little bit of time, but we'll get her done. Yes?
Can you please
Need you to come forward. Need you to come forward and use mine.
Hey, Ed, I use my other phone. We're back live again, but we killed that one on our phones.
Okay.
We all need to get the paper.
Spend more money. Oh,
Can you please specify which Facebook page you were talking about?
Cities page.
City of Cabot.
City of Cabot? Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Go in and like that page. Matthew would like to see another like on another subscription on it. It's pretty informative. It really is. You'll see all kinds of neat things on it. All right. That concludes my portion of it. Thank goodness. No, I don't mean that. Seriously. Again, I want to thank everybody for your participation. I really, really do. It's important that we have this. Without y'all, we can't govern, because a person can be governed only to the amount that they want to be. And it's important that we know what that limit is. And that's what we try to do. We try to, come up with a balance, but it's awful hard to do when we don't have any input. Yes, sir?
One quick thing, sir. So I know,
I need you to come forward, sir.
so I know multiple folks that couldn't be here tonight, sir, obviously because of work and whatnot. Is there a way where we could vote for this as the public, like maybe coming to the office that's doing it?
You can do that in the morning, starting at 7:30 down at wherever your ward is going to vote. That's it. It's, we don't vote on these referendums, or we don't vote on this stuff. We vote for y'all. If you don't like the way we do it, vote our butts out,
So-
put somebody else in.
Then my next question is there one of your emails that you'd be willing to give to over 200 people so we can flood your inbox with no please?
They're all posted. They're all posted. Everything's posted, sir, on the city website.
I think what you're trying to ask is,
If we cannot attend to have our,
right, if you can look at a draft of it beforehand and all that stuff and put your comments, is that what you're saying?
yes, sir.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be a issue. A lot of the people in here are already emailing me, and I told you to come tonight. So, we're happy to reach back out to you, along as well. So, please. please call, email. Mine's ken@cabotAR.gov, and everyone else's is under city council on the Cabot AR page.
Excellent, thanks, sir.
Phone
Yes, sir.
numbers and
You're welcome.
emails are all there. All right, then that concludes my part of it, so Mr. Weber, you're next.
All right, so just a couple of things real quick. Sorry. Just a couple of things real quick. Because of a recent vacancy on the Budget and Personnel Committee, forced me to the chair position, okay? So to fill that vacancy, I had a discussion with Mr. Reed, and he offered to fill that vacancy for the next 2 months to take care of the rest of 2020. So I reached out to the city attorney and to the mayor to see if that was permissible under the way that we have our committees constructed, and I was told that that was fine. So welcome to Budget and Personnel.
Good.
And then also I reached out to the mayor about the proposed budget for 2021, and I was told that that should be available for us to start reviewing in about 2 weeks. So I'm asking for the budget committee to stick around after the November 16th regular council meeting, and we will have a short budget meeting, and that way the mayor and Ms. Tammy have offered to stick around, and if any of the department heads would like to stick around and get that extra overtime pay, to answer any questions we have. Man, I'm falling flat tonight. Okay, so that's all I have for budget and personnel. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Matt, appreciate that. Police and fire, Damon.
We have nothing on the agenda to talk about. We're good.
I'm gonna put community input for all these different sections at the end, just to make it before we get to the bottom. Okay, community development committee, Kevin.
Does Damon, Norma, y'all have anything?
I'm good.
Okay, council, guys, do you have anything? Anything for the public library, do you have anything, quickly?
The only thing I'm gonna add real quick, we are starting a food,
I could probably hear you better back there, if that's okay.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet.
Maybe, there we go. The library is going to be doing a food drive and a sweater drive for the holidays. 2020 has been really rough on a lot of people, so please bring by your canned food, non-perishables, and sweaters you don't use. That's it.
Thank you. Do you have something on that as well?
I was gonna do it in public comment.
Okay.
I can't now.
I've got it right up here this way.
All right. Okay, seeing nobody else from the public has anything for economic development, seeing none, we do have a deer with a major headache in town this weekend. I got hit by a deer last night, by the way, 2:45 in the morning, and Officer Lucas, young guy, really helped me out and come out, and he even looked for the deer, and I think we was gonna split it if we could find it. But anyway, I've got probably a good amount of damage done on my car, so be careful with deer out there. They're moving around at night now, it's really cold, so coyotes might be chasing them up, or chickens or somebody, so. Anyway, that's all.
Thank you, Kevin. Ron, wait a minute, Military Affairs Committee.
We do not have that right now.
Thank you, sir. Now we go into community input. So if you have anything that you didn't discuss with Kevin or with Ed, Municipal Services, police, military, general community input, please come to the podium.
Kevin, I'm Amy Williams, Cabot Chamber of Commerce, trying to Kevin to give a little update. Our newest mural is American flag. It's in the city courtyard. If you haven't been watching the happenings of those, he has been out there hopefully all this week, not using your trash cans. We have put a stop to that. So
Anyway, but that looks nice. It's just an added touch to all the other murals. Crestview Assisted Living is due to open in December, so hopefully by the end of the year, they're still accepting residents. And then the shops at Rockwood, where Arkansas Hibachi was, we have been able to work with the developer, split that up. There is a for sure store going in. It's called Buff City Soaps. They are going in Little Rock. They have one in Searcy. So that's going to be a neat little store for that area. And then 2 others that we're working on. South side of the parking lot in front of Marshall's, they're getting ready to build a new 2-tenant model, kind of like Aspen Dental, Cabot Nails and Spas. And there's a pet store that'll be going in one, and then we'll be looking at another restaurant, hopefully, to go on the other side. So just wanted to give an update.
Thank you. Travis, you want me to read this, or you want to read it? Celebrate the season.
All right, today we announced, usually we do a holiday shopping event that gives back to Cabot Public Schools. So today we kicked that campaign off, and first year we raised about $5,000 worth of food that we donated back to the kids in the Cabot School District. Second year was about $5,000. Third year we raised over $10,000. Therefore, we started something. Since we're not having our shopping event, we put it out to our vendors and polled them, did the whole 9 yards. So now we are coming up with unique ways to bring this food in. So I sent all city council, every commission within the city, an email today. We want you to come in. We're going to have a drop-off location here at the community center. We will also have a drive-through pickup where we take everything out of your car the 3 days before Thanksgiving. So what we've asked the city council to do and the commissions, and for the public or anybody that's here, come in the community center, drop your food off, just non-perishable food items, and the city council has been kind of tagged, be Santa. So either get dressed up in a Santa costume, put a Santa hat on, something just to make it fun, enjoyable. Hey, we'll be here to take pictures. Don't worry about it, Ed. We'll be able to take your picture and post it. So just for the audience, anybody who Facebook Live, that non-perishable food items, I'm telling you, this goes a long way. Our school counselors, almost in tears every year when they're picking this food up. This is truly during that 2-week period that people are out during the Christmas break.
Thank you, Travis. Anyone else? Well, hey, I just want to tell everybody, if you haven't voted yet, vote tomorrow in Cabot Senior Center and Cabot Library, the 2 spots in Cabot. Then we have a spot in Austin, Ward, and then some other spots in Lone Oak, England.
You go to the senior center, be nice to my mom.
Yes, but in Cabot Senior Center and Library. And also, before we end, I just want to thank everybody for calling me and listening and being here tonight. No matter if this council gets something right, sometimes we get it right, and then when it comes to fruition, it's not right. And that's why y'all are here telling us it's not right. So we really do appreciate that. Like Ed said, sometimes things look different on paper than what they are and how they affect somebody. So I applaud everyone for being here. Please continue this process. I think the Planning Commission would really love to see all of you. There's seven different individuals. We can tell them, but it's better when you tell them. So please come to that meeting as soon as we know when that is. Okay, anyone else? Can I get a motion to adjourn? Oh, come on up.
I'm Sarah Wells. Ernie Davis Road.
Sarah, I don't think that's on yet.
It's not working.
Is this better?
There you go.
Sarah Wells, Ernie Davis Road. One question I have that I keep hearing over and over, how can we do this better on the front end? And so, excuse me, I came from a soccer game. Well, I look like this, sorry. But one thing I would like to recommend, as somebody in the communications realm of work, is the city needs someone one person that serves a role as the communication for the city. So anything that you want to get to the public, or the public needs to ask a question, there's one person to ask. Because the last time I was here, I had to ask 6 people questions before I got any answers to my questions. The documents are on the website, they're on Facebook. However, it's cumbersome to get clear answers to your questions. If there was one person that you could go to, you knew, I can ask these questions about this ordinance, somebody that's putting out news releases, because people aren't reading the newspaper, let's be very frank. And not everybody has Facebook. They might also have Twitter or Instagram, Snapchat. There are other avenues. There probably needs to be some creative word of mouth that takes place. But if there were one person that's their job to get the information to the public, rather than just a list of agenda that says, here's the breakdown of what this is about, just a quick overview, snapshot, to where it catches people's attention, like, oh, this pertains to me, this matters. I think that would help you all in the long run, and I think that the citizens would be much happier also.
Thanks, Sarah. Anyone else? Seeing none, do I have that motion to adjourn? I have a motion from Ed, second from Matt. All in favor? Aye. 8:16.
All the communities are on the next door now. All of them.
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm off here first real quick.